Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Showing off the arms. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. He breaks a tackle. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Griffin. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking for room, it's Tomlinson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the direct snap, it's Griffin. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Second down coming up.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. And he's dragged down.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. He lobs one high down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hands. It's Tomlinson. Lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions.
Goes high to pull it in. And they'll get him down inside the 10-yard line, but hang on, a yellow flag is out, and this might be coming back. So now after that holding call, here's 2nd down, and they need 20. Looking to fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he wants it all. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Finds his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Georgia going up tempo. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He wants it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
On On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're not into 3s. They want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he'll be stopped short, or maybe he stopped himself short.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Just going to keep it after the snap.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Fletcher. Might have a chance. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And sometimes you go, man, what a play by that guy. He carried people, or he broke tackles, or his speed, and that time I'm like, Palmer, where is the defense?
Turning it on. Touchdown, Stanford. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Number 0, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Tomlinson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Georgia comes quickly to the line. To throw, it's Bailey. That's caught. It's Matthews. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Trying to get behind the defense. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the right. Caught by Williams on the right. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
DB does an outstanding...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Fletcher. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Charles. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's going to take a shot. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He'll take it himself. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Bailey. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Georgia. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Charles. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself throughout the course of the game. They've got more speed. They've been able to shut this offense down in every possible way, and even on that last one, not letting them get out of bounds. You got to be impressed with what you've seen by this defense.
Unloads to the wideout, and they can't make the play on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Motion from the wideout. On the direct snap, it's Griffin. Powers through the defender. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Bought a little time, lets it go. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Charles. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And there's really no question here. After not getting it on that last run play, down in the 4th quarter, 4th down, you've got to go. You've got to dial up your best play here offensively. Who is your best matchup, one-on-one, that can get you this 1st down? Keep the drive moving and keep your chances of winning this game alive.
He's going to let it go. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. He wants to change this route. A run for the quarterback. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Oh, and they blocked it. Now he can return this. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
28. Stanford, 20. Number 0, set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air, it's Bailey. Takes the easy completion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. Gets away. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And, man, that puts this thing away. The QB comes up with another play. Plenty of plays to point to throughout this game, but this one right here ends it. Late in the game, they put it in his hands.
Got a little grass. Got enough for the first. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his...
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. return will kick off to get us underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He's in open space downfield. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. That delay of game penalty makes 2nd down a little trickier. They need 9. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Look out, he's got room. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
What a great job by this defense. You get 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Bunch formation for these receivers. On the run, it's Tomlinson. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The run to the left. Creates a little space. Fighting off the defender. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Runs for the tackle. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The offense changing the play. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Thrust that arm out. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. They'll give it to him again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Trying play action. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Pulls it in. It's Tomlinson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Brady. Gets it out fast. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. In the red area, it's Tomlinson. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They feed him again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Ripping through the defense. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Second down coming up. They'll run play action. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll move the tight end. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They make the play, force a fourth down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Stanford lines up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The run inside. It's Tomlinson. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They'll open the second half on the ground. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Stanford quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Makes the grab on the left. There's a crease. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10.
And you got to imagine at halftime, there were some words being thrown around. Obviously, guys, we can't throw around those words.
Makes the grab in their space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Nestles it in at the 35. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snags it, and he's open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown,
what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
This time he's got it.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Floats it out in space. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Back to pass, it's Brady. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Tomlinson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Hunt is on its way. Catches it at the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Flying down the left side. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinal. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters in the fourth quarter, in crunch time to take the lead in this football game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. But they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Brady. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Good timing on the quick out. Turns it on in midfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Makes a catch. Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
brings up...
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed to stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He goes out of bounds. He's a few yards short, and they'll have to turn the football over. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense has it with really good field position. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Stanford.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.